Greetings, my fellow YouTubians. Last night I saw Catfish for the first time and I found it quite fascinating. It's about a young man living in New York City, a photographer named Neve, who starts getting friendly messages and paintings of some of his published photographs from a woman who lives in Michigan. The woman who tells him about her daughter, her young elementary school aged daughter, who paints these beautiful pictures based on photographs, and some of them are of his work. And they strike up a friendship and they Facebook friend each other, and she's telling him more about her daughter, and he encourages her and tells her how great her pictures are, and then more people that this woman knows friend him and communicate with him, including the woman's elder 19-year-old daughter, who they begin sort of an online relationship. But after a while, he begins to wonder whether or not some of these people are telling him the truth about everything, and he wonders whether or not these people are actually who they say they are. It's a very, very interesting film and kind of fun, actually. It wasn't quite what I expected. The preview made it look a bit like a thriller, like something suspenseful, and it is kind of suspenseful once he realizes that the people who he's communicating with are lying about something, but he doesn't know what it is exactly, except that the music that the elder daughter claims to be recording is in fact not recorded by her. It's other tracks that you can get online. So he and his friends, who are documenting his relationship, decide that while they're in Colorado for a video shoot, they're going to sidetrack on their way back to Michigan and drop in on them in person and find out just what the heck's going on. Now, I found this to be a lot of fun, particularly because I am having kind of a similar experience myself right now. I got a friend request on Facebook a few days ago from someone who I don't know, never heard of before, and we have no friends in common, as it seems. I haven't actually accepted her friend request yet, but from what all I have basically, since I haven't accepted her request, there's only so much of her profile that I can look at. For example, I can't, look at any of her photographs or anything like that. There's a limited amount of information here on her profile, and one of her whole sort of what's written under her philosophy section is, "I am honest, dependable, loving, gentle, affectionate, and have good friendship. I feel that a man like you is God's undeserved gift to a woman, and he is supposed to be loved, reverenced, protected, respected, and cherished. I like camping, fishing, cycling, biking, movies, golf, all kinds of sports. I like the indoors, but I'm mostly outdoorsy, blah, 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 blah." It sounds like a personal ad. It doesn't read like an actual Facebook profile, not one that I've read. And I don't make lots of friends on Facebook. If anybody sends me a friend request, I either have to know them already, or they have to be someone who was recommended to me by someone I know. For example, about a week ago, a good friend of mine, who I've known for a long time, recommended that I make Facebook friends with somebody who I'd never heard of, but he knew him. And he said, "You guys, both like Weird Al, so maybe you'd like to be Facebook friends." I'm like, okay, Weird Al. I mean, a lot of people like Weird Al, but since he was recommended to me by someone I know very well, then I felt good about accepting that request. This one, however, just is a little bit shady. So instead of sending her a friend request, I sent her a message, which you can do. And I would like to share with you some of the things that we've said to each other. My first message to her was, "I don't recognize you. Do we know each other?" And she responds with, "No, handsome, but I think we can get to know each other from here. Do you really cares about the distance or ages?" Her profile says that she lives in Arizona. So I say to her, "Depends. Have you seen Catfish?" I hadn't actually seen the movie at this point, but I knew what it was about. She asks, "No, and why do you ask?" And then after I saw the movie, I responded with this and said, "Because the guy in that movie began an FB relationship with a woman who turned out to be somebody else entirely." She said, "Wow, how?" And I explained it was a documentary, and I go into a little bit about. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens if you haven't seen it, but I describe a little bit of the twists that the fellows who are making the film discover. And I say, I am just wondering how you came across me and why, out of all the people you could have come across, you want to know me. She responded with, thanks for responding to my short message. I'm very glad. Well, I'm pretty new to this internet dating, though. Internet dating? Thought we were just Facebook friends. I don't get that. Well, I was glancing through profiles when your fascinating profile and tender-looking face with a nice smile pecked my interest. Pecked my interest. I think she meant piqued. And allowed me to contact you, and I must admit that you are ravishingly handsome. Your beauty pecked my interest also, and you wouldn't tell me that you're still single. Tell me more about you. Well, pardon me for sounding suspicious, but I know absolutely nothing about this person, and she wants to know more about me and wants to be Facebook friends, and who knows why. Who knows why she wants to be Facebook friends with me? I don't get it, but she's not giving me very much, and she's really coming on pretty strong. So I say to her, I'll make you a deal. Get a webcam and record yourself in a short video. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Upload it to YouTube and send me the link. I just want to know that you are who you say you are. Then I'll accept your friend request. If someone I know personally recommends that I friend someone, then I might do it because of the personal connection. But I don't know you at all, no offense. If I friended you, then you could send requests to all my friends, and they might accept them because they'd see me as a friend in common. But the truth is, I don't know you at all. Pardon me for being cautious. I appreciate the things you've said about me. I hope you're willing to do as I've asked. And she responded with, thanks. Do you think I don't have work? So you want me to be sending my cam all over the internet because of love? I responded with, is it really love already? You've only seen my picture. Besides, you live in Arizona. Let's be realistic. You've left me with a great many unanswered questions. This is what I need to know for my own peace of mind. If you won't do that, I don't know what else there is to say. Besides, it doesn't have to be something that everyone else would see. When you post a video on YouTube, you can designate it as unlisted instead of public. All you have to do is copy and paste the web address of the video in a Facebook message like this. Send it to me and I'll be able to see it, but no one else can. Would that really be too difficult? I'm sure you have a busy life. I do too. You could always ask a friend to help you. She says, how? I respond with, how what? She says, I don't understand what you are saying. Remember, I told you I am new to this internet dating stuff, okay? And this is what she sent me this morning. So at this point, I'm not even going to respond to this, I don't think. It just all seems very shady. She seems to want stuff from me, but doesn't seem willing to make a small effort to give me what I need in return in order to be reassured. And quite frankly, I've been suspicious of the whole interaction to begin with. I tried giving her the benefit of the doubt, but I just don't know what to do next, except for just leave it alone, you know. I could just ignore her friend request right now, but I don't know. I don't like being mean if I am being mean, if she really is being sincere, but I have my doubts. Anyway, I was just wondering if anything like this has ever happened to you guys. I mean, Facebook, of course, is incredibly popular. Do you have people, like, asking you for Facebook friends whom you don't know, never heard of? And if so, do you accept them just because? You know, I don't know. I don't know, but I like to be cautious about my internet interactions. My primary socialization online is through YouTube, actually, not through Facebook. I, send and receive messages through Facebook, through YouTube all the time, and of course make videos for people, stuff like that. But this is, it strikes me as a little shady. Does it strike you as a little shady? It might, yeah. Anyway, just want to tell you a little about this, and of course tell you about Catfish, which is a terrific movie. You should definitely check that one out because it's one of the better movies I've seen this year. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.